Hi guys. I've got some more words. If you're listening or not, whatever. Just feels good to get it out of my head. But this one is called Demons and Free Will. Hello. I got to thinking about a conversation I've been having online lately with a user I'll leave unnamed for now, who claims to be a demon. This person classifies and insists that demons are separate from devils. This person essentially gets upset anytime somebody uses the term demon incorrectly in their view. When I asked what they mean, they told me that it comes from the Bible, such as the Leviathan as a primordial who existed in the void before God created the world. Keep in mind, y'all, that I am a baby Christian and I know very little, but I am anxious to understand the gospel, people, and ideas in order to continue in my growth. Moving on to the thoughts I had which inspired me to put pen to paper today, I got to thinking what the user said in that God cannot control demons. My thought process on that is perhaps that is true, not to mean that God is not all powerful, because I do believe that He is, but more to His loving and benevolent character that He does not interrupt the free agency He has gifted us. So, in that light, perhaps it is true that God cannot control demons. To add weight to what impressed me to wonder and write these things is that the person I was chatting with told me that anybody can be a demon. That is what really set me onto this tangent. As I just mentioned, God will not interfere with our free agency, thereby allowing us to act as we will. While said that one may choose to be a demon, it is their choice. That being said, it does not mean that God is powerless in this. God can still choose to destroy a demon such as the Leviathan, although when quoting the Bible to prove this, the demon I spoke with moved the goalpost on me. My thought continues in that while God cannot change so-called demons' minds, He can still change surrounding circumstances and the like. We can choose God's love for ourselves or deny it. That, to me, is beautiful. We are tempted daily to do or say things we know are not good for us. Sometimes we ignore that and do it anyway. That is our choice. It does not mean God approves by His letting us do that. The more I try to understand the gospel, I get hung up on all the words and books in the Bible, but really, it's all so simple. There's so many words in it just to show us in different ways the same things. We make it more complicated than it needs to be. Faith, belief, love in action. Feed my sheep. That's it. The Serenity Prayer is helpful in times like these and speaks to the power of free agency and God's power of love for us. That prayer goes something like this: God, grant me serenity to accept things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. So while God cannot change us, He can change things around us that we have no control over. If you choose to be a demon, you can also choose not to be. Christ is waiting for us all. We just need to choose Him. Take heart Show a little faith, let go, and let God. It's not much to ask. What else are you going to do? I've been angry, sad, I've rebelled and fought back, and in the long run, none of that helped. But love? That spreads like wildfire. Anyway, maybe demons and devils are different. I choose not to be a demon. God is all powerful and loves me enough that He has not changed my surroundings so drastically that I could not be here now to share this with you. He has saved me in countless ways, most recently and ongoing. He has gifted me with the affliction of periodontitis so as to wake me up to stop vaping and smoking cigarettes. In the past, I was left alone on a mountain. Lord only knows how He preserved me in that mountain when I was left by my friends to die there. His grace saved me and allowed me to be with the girl of my dreams, to welcome into this world my favorite person, my daughter. While her mother and I are not together and haven't been for over 13 years, I hold out hope in God's plan that our family will be reconciled and continue on. I am not fighting God's plan. Now, Genesis chapter 1, verses 1 and 2 says, "In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth was without form and void." Now, the person I spoke with claiming to be a demon initially had told me and the chat that demons such as primordial creatures existed in the void, which existed before God came around. But in the aforementioned Bible verse, it clearly states God created the heaven and the earth was void. I keep searching and cannot find where in the Bible it mentions that demons existed before God filled the earth and void. I am no scholar. Again, I am just trying to learn and understand, then share my thoughts with you. Now, Deuteronomy chapter 30, verses 19 and 20 reads, "I call heaven and earth to witness against you today, that I have set before you life and death, blessing and curse. Therefore choose life, that you and your offspring may live, loving the Lord your God, obeying His voice, and holding fast to Him, for He is your life and length of days." In Matthew chapter 5, verse 44, it says, "But I say to you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you." Vengeance belongs to the Lord. Our job is to love each other despite how we may feel. I understand hatred and the want to avenge others and get revenge for myself, but that is attempting to do God's job for Him. He never asked us to do that. Now, to quote a song I really like called "Remember Jah" by Satsang, or Satsang, I'm not sure how that's pronounced. Anyway, they sing, "Well, I heard it all before, yes, what the man said. Never held it in my heart, but I held it in my hand. But then I saw that isn't just suggestion, it's spiritual law. To love all, serve all, and remember Jah." To quote Jewel, "Who will save your souls if you won't save your own?" The choice is yours. In the words of Albus Percival Wulfric Brian Dumbledore, we must all face the choice between what is right and what is easy. Now, to quote the Princess Bride from the Battle of Wits, it ends when you decide and we both drink and find out who is right and who is dead. In Matthew 20, verses 22 and 23, it says, "You will indeed drink from my cup," Jesus told them, "but I do not have the right to choose who will sit at my right and my left." So, what all that means to me is the choice is ours, plain and simple. He will intercede for us provided we choose to live the way He asked us to. Belief, faith, and love in action. Peace.